Alright guys, welcome to stage 6. This is where you're going to want to make sure you have Raid Notifier installed and activated on your add-ons. If you don't have Raid Notifier, you can still complete this stage, but Raid Notifier makes this stage a lot easier to deal with. No environmental hazards here. You can use all of the arena. There are going to be a couple mobs you're going to want to watch out for the special mechanic for this stage though. Waiting for the first round to spawn. Your priority targets here are going to be what are called the Rangers. These are the special adds that start spawning on round 2. They have a special move called Draining Shot. If it connects, it'll drain your resources except your health, so magicka and stamina will be drained at a very rapid pace. The only way to get out of draining shot is to dodge roll. You can't block it, you can't reflect it, you need to dodge roll out of it. So you see there the werewolf and lurcher spawned green circles on top of a red circle. If you stand in those green circles, you will take health damage, but you will also get back your resources. So if you do happen to get hit by a draining shot, you can use those pools in order to restore your resources, but do keep in mind it does deal damage, and the damage dealt does increase the longer you stay in the pool. So do inform your healer when you are going to step in the pool so they can heal you through, and don't stand in it for more than a couple of seconds. This is the ranger, the first ranger spawned there on the north, and you saw there, Raid Notifier informed me that the draining shot was being targeted on Cream. So Cream would have to dodge roll about a second after the notification pops up. If he did manage to get hit, he could stand in those green circles there. Again, they spawn by lurchers, werewolves, and the spriggans. If you are not low on resources, don't stand in them because they do deal damage. But if you do need your resources, again, you can stand in them for about 2 or 3 seconds to get some resources back. Beyond that, you don't really have any other priority targets. You can go after the sorcerers and the healers because they are casters, but they don't deal that much damage. Second ranger spawns on round 3. Right here in the southwest corner. See there, I got the draining shot, so I had to dodge roll away. Again, dodge rolling is the only way to avoid the draining shot. You can't block it, you can't reflect it, you need to dodge roll. So if you're a magicka character, make sure to maintain your stamina for the draining shot. The next ranger is going to spawn on the west side on the third wave of round 3. Once it's dead, you can just take out the rest of the mobs here. If you need to, you can stand in the pool created by the werewolf. For round 4, ranger's gonna spawn in the east corner. It's gonna be a delayed spawn, so it's not gonna spawn on the first wave of adds. Spawns on the second wave. Again, dodge roll out of the draining shot. If you get hit, you can't clear the debuff, you cannot clear it with purge, so you're gonna have to stand in the circles or just heavy attack your way through it. Once you clear round 4, head back up to the north to wait for the boss to spawn. Boss is an archer. She can do draining shot, so again, Make sure Raid Notifier is updated and installed and activated so you can tell whether or not you are getting a draining shot. Spawns with ads, a lurcher, and a mage. If you have melee DPS and you're the tank, consider bringing the lurchers and werewolves, those ads, away from the boss so that way they can continue to DPS the boss without worrying about standing in that circle. It's also helpful for you as a tank because you are also melee. Ads spawn at 75% first wave. It's going to be lurcher, spriggan, and werewolf. Again, if you have a melee DPS, we have a nightblade in our group. Gonna want to keep them separated from the group so that way they can continue DPS down the boss without worrying about those pools. Boss has a few other moves you have to watch out for. She has 2 arrow spray moves, one of which cannot be interrupted, the other one can. And then she has a snipe move that can be interrupted and should be interrupted. It is a one-shot to whoever it is targeting if they don't have a shield up. Second wave of ads spawned here at 40% health. Werewolf, spriggan, and a nightblade. Again, make sure to take the spriggan and the werewolf away from the boss so that way the circle does not deal any damage to your melee DPS. If you have 2 ranged DPS, this is less of a hassle, but you should still do it just because it will prevent you as a tank from getting within melee range of the boss as well. Once the boss is down, go ahead and loot your chest. You'll get a big armor piece from one of the 4 sets in the arena. Again, make sure to talk to the scamp if you need to repair your armor. And then you can move on to stage 7.